Hey guys, it's Nikki. I have some layouts to share with you today featuring some cat scrappiness goodies. I've got 4 of them, and the first 2 are some kitty layouts. And these are 8.5 by 8.5 size. And this is Icarus, part of the Cats in Inappropriate Places series. He loves to get in the pantry and the fridge. If you open the door and turn your back, he will jump right in. This one's not the greatest quality photo, but it's the only one I could snap before he realized that he was caught checking out that cake. Not that I can blame him, it was a pretty good cake. Anyway, all of the pattern paper on here is from the Basic Gray Max and Whiskers collection, and everything is outlined with some vintage photo distress ink. The title is What's for Dinner, and I use some tiny type, and this is a Sassafras Alpha, and I don't know if you can tell, it's got some script in it. It's really cool. And I love the size of it because it's a nice in between going from like a tiny type to something like a thicker. So if anyone knows where I can get some more of these, I know they aren't making new stuff anymore, which makes me sad, but if anyone knows where I can get some of those alphas, let me know. And up here is a little chipboard die cut from Cat Scrappiness. It was in raw chipboard and I just sprayed it with some Maya Mist, which is what I use to do the splattering in the corners. And I sanded it down a little bit and edged it with some vintage photo. Turned out really cute. And down here, this is just a flower I made by folding some little pieces of ribbon, and then the center is made with a flower punch and a little pinwheel I made. And then the stickers are just some epoxy stickers from an older set that I had. And I think that's pretty much it. So the next one is also an 8.5 by 8.5, and this is Oliver. He's our oldest kitty and the only one who's not an orange tabby. That's kind of just like a classic Oliver expression, so I really like that picture. And for the title, it's just his name, and I used some brown thickers, and I just took some white paint and kind of outlined them to make them pop a little bit. And of course, more splatter. I'm obsessed with that lately. That's just some white mist that I made with acrylic paint. And then I also took the white paint and edged this layer of paper, which is something an idea I got from Shamel Lane. I see her do that all the time and really like that effect. And I went around this little piece with some twine, and I took some more twine and tied it through the loops of that piece of paper that I punched with an edge punch. And in the center here, this is a paw from Cat Scrappiness, and this was, I had it in black chipboard, so I painted it white, but you can get it in black, white, or natural chipboard, or any color of felt. If you don't see what you're looking for, you know, the right color and material that you need for your project, just let her know and she'll be happy to make you a custom listing. And then I also just put some glossy accents in the center, and I think that turned out really cute. So there's Oliver's page. Oh, and this little paper that I cut the paw print out of is just it's a little sheet from a smash pad. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's a really, really tiny grid pattern. And of course my camera won't focus, so you can't see that, but that's what it is, and I use that same paper down here. You can kind of see it now. Just a really tiny, faint grid pattern. So there's that page. And the next 2 are both 12 by 12s. And this is some of my cruise pictures I still have yet to get finished. And this background paper is My Mind's Eye Miss Caroline, and so is this wood plank sort of paper. And the title is made with some stickers from an older Bo Bunny collection that I'm trying to get rid of my old stash stuff. And in the center, that sticker is also from that same Bo Bunny collection that says Sun, and these are some cute little fluffy clouds from Cat Scrappiness in white felt. Sorry about the weird angle. I'm working around my tripod, which is kind of broken right now, and I'm trying to make sure you don't get a glare but can still see everything. And there we go. And I just took some embroidery floss around the edge of the clouds and thought those turned out really cute. And then I also took that cloud and just traced it up here, and then went around that line with some more embroidery floss. Put some through a button, and that's another little piece of the wood plank paper. And this piece over here I cut with my on the edge die and just kind of doodled around the edge with my white gel pen. And another strip down here that's cut with a border punch and did the same thing, just kind of doodled around the edge. And around this piece, I really liked on Oliver's layout how that looked, you know, using the twine to create a border, so I just kind of did the same thing again. And this is a combination of, I had some yellow and white twine, and I really wanted to incorporate the blue, so I just twisted together a strand of the twine along with a strand of that same embroidery floss, and I think that turned out pretty cool. So I'm really happy with how this one turned out. And the last one has some older pictures of me and my hubby. This is from when we first started dating about 8 years ago now. And I've always wanted to create a layout like this with a film strip, but I could never find a film strip big enough. And so when I saw that Kat started carrying this, I got really excited. And so I got that in black chipboard. And then this little camera down here is also from Kat Scrappiness. I just covered it with some pattern paper. And that is from the Away We Go collection from My Mind's Eye. And the title is Say Cheese, with of course some tiny type. And these are some charcoal thickers. I've been hoarding these forever. It's the Lullaby font that I just love. And you'll notice I spelled cheese with a Z because, you know, Z's are one of those letters you end up left over with, and I didn't want to use all my E's on one layout. So, and I went ahead, you can see I, of course, again, the splatter across the page. I'm really sorry about the focusing. It's having trouble. I think it has more trouble in natural light focusing than it does in artificial light for some reason. But since I splattered the page, I wanted to take that same look to the thicker, so I just set them really lightly on a piece of wax paper and just splattered them with the same color, and I really like how that looked, so I'll probably be doing that again. And that is just a color I made up with some acrylic paint to match the paper I used. And I also just layered some little tickets. This is a stamp that is from Unity, I want to say. Yeah, it's a Unity stamp. And I stamped that on some more pattern paper from that collection. And when I stamped off the stamp on some scrap paper, it was just a white piece of paper, but I ended up really liking how that looked, and so I used that too. And what else? This paper over here is also from that same collection, Away We Go. And I put some little pieces of tape. This is smash tape. And over here I did my journaling, another piece of the pattern paper, and another little piece of tape. And I think that's about it. So those are my Kat Scrappiness layouts. Go check out the new blog if you haven't seen it yet. We've got a gallery where you can check out lots of pictures, get lots of inspiration for how to use your Kat Scrappiness goodies. And don't forget, there are still 2 coupon codes available to use. You can use free ship to get free shipping over orders of $35 and Easter 10 to get 10% off your order. And I'll put both of those below and give you the link to the store and the blog, so definitely go check those out. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're all doing well. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.